Welcome everybody back to a brand new video, and I'm sorry that this series has been just so incredibly slow, but I just finished Spider-Man 2, so it's really only Final Fantasy 16 and Alan Wake 2 that we have left at the moment, and then I have a really special series that I'm excited to play once I get these two games completed, but let's get back into it.
It says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
All right, let's see. Across the Narrow. The power of ice. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon's Shiva's essence. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Ice Age, which forcefully knocks back enemies great distances. Ability details are found on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Cold Snap can be used to swiftly move left and right. Got it. Okay.
Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
A new quest is available, a new crafting recipe. I'm kind of, once I get past this playthrough, I'm kind of, I'm excited to go through here and kind of finish and clean some stuff up.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry.
Barnabas.
That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Here we go into another 30-minute cutscene, I'm sure. The Crystalline Dominion. I will have to say, I do wish that they did more with the Final Fantasy universe, because this could be movies, this could be TV shows. There's just so much that they could do with this series. It's so good. And I've tried really hard to get into Final Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy 7, 10, 12, 13, 14. I just could not get into it. But this game, despite my lack of uploads, has hooked me. It's just been a crazy year for video games this year to keep up. Too crazy.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely.
Your hurts?
It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
They won't.
You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Okay, so we've been recording for almost 10 minutes now, and I have touched my controller once, twice, for about 30 seconds. Speak with Vivian. Vivian Ninetails. The Pokemon? All right. Hello there. What's this thing's name? Moogle?
I still say it were a compliment.
All right, Vivian. What you got for us?
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens?
One of her ovens.
Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, We'll be setting out for Drake's Spine, and we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Understood. No interrupting.
Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I feel like this video has just been a react video because it's literally just reacting to cutscenes and conversations. Okay, visit the shelves across the Narrow. I cannot believe that we have been playing this game for this long, and I really do apologize for that. It has not been on purpose. Just the amount of games, you know, and I've said this so many times throughout this series, there have just been so many. And then of course I took that month off, that month break, and that definitely slowed the process down a little bit, but I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of it. It's just been really, really difficult to get back into this because the only real time I have, I mean, I've been recording at like 10:30 or 12 o'clock at night, and then I have to be up at like 6 a.m. to go to work or to get ready for work. And it's just tough, man. You know, being an adult, the older you get, the earlier you get tired. So before, I would be able to stay up until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, no problem. But if I stay up until 2 o'clock now, I'm dead. Like, I am tired by 8 p.m. the next day.
I have no reason to assume other.
Which is what
Clive,
I was
you
playing
must listen to
Spider-Man
this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke
last night
before on the
until about
divinity
2
of
a.m.
Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject.
And I'm feeling
What
it
I
today.
discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
All right. The ale hall.
Ned said I could ride the Enterprise.
Dude, this is cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. What is he doing? What was that?
My apologies.
My apologies. It's okay.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stonehere by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind.
I love this
Going
crew so
nowhere
much.
till Your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Should we just speak to him now then? Because we're leaving. All right, Otto. What do you got for us? I just cannot believe, like I said, that we've been... I just cannot get over that we've been playing this game since, like, what, July? June? And it's November. I mean, it's been... I forgot how many parts we did in Hogwarts, but I think this one might be one over Hogwarts Legacy, so this, I'm sure, should be the longest game we've played on this channel so far.
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Bum, bum, bum. Journey to the Shadow Coast. All right, let's get it going. I don't exactly know how long this video is going to be. Because like I said, I am recording pretty late at night, so I'd like to get at least 45 minutes in. But the bad thing about this game, I guess not the bad thing, but it feels awkward because sometimes 40 minutes can be just cutscenes, and it feels weird to leave a video off without really playing it. I mean, we're like just over 20 minutes so far, and I barely have touched my controller so far.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Man, this game is pretty. The landscapes, the lighting.
Clive.
So good.
There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon.
Maybe.
I did.
Maybe.
She understood.
Ooh.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it.
Better hope we're right.
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
That's how you know that they're brothers. You can just punch each other in the face.
You found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Nope.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
Gav is such a good character. Easily one of my faves. The Kingdom of Wallowed. Okay, here we go. We actually get to control a character this time. Footfalls in Ash.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now.
Okay.
Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
You guys got your
Shall we
chocobos?
sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Let's go. I'm so glad that ours survived that attack at the beginning of the game.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Can we use them in here?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
I smelled something.
Dismount.
The only orcs and a Kashrik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
I'm so used to the Spider-Man controls and using triangle to zip to someone, so that's what I'm trying to do. Come on. I wish this did more damage. It has some really cool attacks, but it just doesn't really do much. Come on, big fella. Is that everybody? Okay, I guess so. This isn't it, is it? How do we get up there? Take that. What's the best way to get up there? Da-da-da. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. Got it. Nice. I love how the map in this game is just so easy to... It's just so simple to follow, which is nice. You know, there's so many complex things in a game like this. It's nice whenever they have some simplicities. You know, I feel like not everything in a game can be complicated. Bye-bye. I'm just gonna use all my powers as soon as we get him.
Nice try.
Ooh, we need some more potion. I just realized that. There we go. No shield's gonna protect you from these moves. This is one of the Titan is one of my favorites. It just does so much damage. The Titan block. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. 1980 XP for that, we'll take it.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Thank God. Some potion. There we go. I just don't like being too low. You never know. Oh, please be another potion. Ooh, a high potion. Nice. That'll come in handy.
Aye, aye. 'Cause 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 'c
We can take him.
Is the whole of Ash falling?
I believe in us. That's a lot, though.
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
I don't know if Joshua likes that decision.
You must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Not all the way, just mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Isla.
Isla.
There, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
All right, let's get it going. Let's see what lies ahead for us.